Hi guys and welcome to another FUT Champions Journey video by myself, Bateson87. It is a new week, the disastrous week which did happen obviously last week, hopefully is behind us now. We have brought back a lot of the originals from the team. I'm going to cover one thing as well guys, as you will have noticed it if you check in the camera. That Schmeichel card keeps fucking falling off my wall, so I've ditched him on the wall temporarily, and I'm going to buy a new way to try and suss him, to stick him up, and it's the same with my Bateson card as well. My Bateson card's gone AFK, so both of the cards are missing, and they've absolutely ripped my new paint job off the wall, so GG fucking FUT cards, signed by Peter Schmeichel. Anyway, the team we're rocking with this weekend, guys, we've gone back to some of the old school players, Alaba, Boateng, Neuer back, Smalling and Walker, then the midfield trio of Hullet, Vieira and Pogba, and we also have Bale, Benzema and Ronaldo as the starting players for the team. Whether it stays like that in game, I don't know. I'm going to try a few things out this weekend because I need to get... I may as well play around, guys, because I'm not going to be doing well this month anyway. And I want to try a few things out. Now, there's another thing I'm doing this weekend as well, guys, which I'll do towards the end of this intro, but I am going to show you something else. So if you guys do want any MSP, PSN codes, or cheat game codes, guys, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If we can try and hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be absolutely brilliant. And, guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. So if you guys did watch the FUT Champions Journey rewards video, which was on Thursday, where I did show you the rewards I did get for the week, you'll notice me talk about something else I'm doing this weekend, which is I'm playing 80 games this weekend, 40 on Xbox with this team. Should do better because this team is a lot better than my PlayStation team, and then the PlayStation team that I'm using, guys, I will not be recording for anything. I'll literally just be playing the games, getting the 40 games in to see how I do. So it's something I'm interested in doing, and a lot of people have asked me to do it. I'm not going to be comparing the two consoles to see which one's better. I'm not going to be comparing it to see if I'm better on PlayStation to Xbox. I'm literally going to be doing it because I want to challenge myself because I'm failing at everything else, but I want to see how I compete with the PlayStation users. Now, I've only ever had one test with the PlayStation users before, and that was against Bruma, where Bruma come on to Xbox. He used a cheap team, and Bruma, if you guys don't know who Bruma is, he's a guy who repeatedly goes 40 out of 40 on PlayStation and did finish #1 in the regions, actually #1 in the world on PlayStation last month. Now, I beat him when it come to playing on Xbox, but I had a superior team to him. He had obviously a standard, it's still a pretty expensive team, but it was a standard team compared to the Elite one which I was running, and I beat him 3-2. Now I want to go over there and test myself out like the pros do when they come from PlayStation over to Xbox, and I want to see what happens with me as I get on with PlayStation, with obviously no legends, no special cards are going to be in the team either, and you guys will see it in a second. So let's have an update and a rundown of exactly what's going on this week, guys, with FUT Champions. FUT Champions obviously starts in a couple of hours time. I'm going to bed after I've recorded this. If we go to the current rank, you can see where I stand monthly, guys, which is 63 wins out of 80, which is absolutely atrocious. 33 wins, 30 wins last week, and that's saying it's atrocious for me. I was not stating anything about what you guys finished, but I aim very, very high. The reason I aim high, I play FIFA for a living. I'm not a professional FIFA player, but I aim still very high, and obviously this is my day job. This is something I should be really, really good at. So we are not far away from gold 3 already to confirm the, I think it's 3 gold red informs you get, but obviously we're aiming for elite, which is going to be 112 wins. I have no chance of getting there this time round, I don't think. No chance of getting there at all. The highest I can finish on is 103, I think. Yeah, so not bad, but yeah, it's painful. It's really painful looking at literally a 3 wins, 1 loss ratio on FIFA for the past 2 weeks, which is very, very frustrating. Top 100, we are not far out of it though. 69, you can see there, guys. We're on 63, so we're 6 wins away from the top 100. Anything could happen. We don't know what's going to be happening with the schedule for EA Sports Weekend League because they haven't updated it as of yet, guys. There's only this one, and this is the one we're going to be playing in now. By the time this video goes live though, you'll probably know what's gone down. But that's been a rundown of what's going down on Xbox, guys. And if you want to keep an update with what I'm doing on PlayStation, feel free to follow me on Twitter, which is @Bateson87, and there's a giveaway running as well. So if you guys want to be in chance of winning a PlayStation Pro, which is the new PlayStation, £200 gift codes, I think it was, and a copy of FIFA 17, then make sure you guys go and sort out that retweet, not a retweet, sorry, go and vote on there and guess which rank I'm going to be finishing on PlayStation with the team that I'm going to be using. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is load up my PlayStation, go and show you the team that I'm doing, and show you how I've been getting on so far while playing over there. So guys, first game on Xbox, and it is on the Saturday afternoon. I'd spent full day, guys, a full day playing 40 games on the PlayStation, only to finish in Elite 3. Is that an accomplishment? I think it is. We didn't have a superstar team, which we got on, obviously, Xbox with the Legends and the Informs, and Ronaldo and Bale, but it was an accomplishment. I was happy with it. It's about a 400k squad builder. Maybe a little bit more, but no inform cards, no special cards, no red cards, no nothing. Just a basic BPL team with a few wonder kids in there like Martial. Our first game, guys, as you've seen on Xbox, went down to penalties. It was a 0-0 game, very defensive from my opponent, and he does walk away as winner, giving us our first loss, which is frustrating because I was obviously expecting an easy game. Didn't get it. Obviously, I couldn't put the ball in the back of the net either. You saw with them stats. I potentially could have won, but just couldn't get the ball into the back of the net. Our next opponent, guys, has Werner, Muller, Kalahanoglu, Sanchez, who else? Kimmich and Gustavo. And one of the things else I was going to talk about, guys, is the comparison between Xbox and PlayStation. I did tell you that I was going to not talk about it, but I am. Now, the comparison between Xbox and PlayStation, there is none. Honestly, everyone on PlayStation is the same level as on Xbox. You can win some games, you can lose some games, you can come up against God Squads, you can come up against really cheap teams. It's exactly the same. Now, for people to say that it's a lot different and the player quality is different, I wouldn't go that far to say it. And I have said it in the past, so I do take that statement back. But one of the things I will tell you, the difference between Xbox and PlayStation, guys, is the servers. The servers are absolutely awesome on PlayStation. They were absolutely brilliant. Now, obviously, if you guys are playing FUT Champions today, you will understand the lag and everything else. Like, not lag. Actually, I haven't suffered lag, but disconnections happening left, right and centre, not with me, but with other people. Marshall's one of the person who did suffer with it. I think Nepanitani suffered with it yesterday. There has been a lot of disconnections coming on Xbox. Now, our game here, you're seeing, guys, luckily came up against the Silver team. Was it a good game? It honestly wasn't. The guy was part of the bus until the first goal, and was not running around. He was literally just passing the ball around, not really looking to do anything. And you can see, guys, he had 2 shots, but they weren't that good anyway, and we did walk away as 2-0 winners. It could have been an embarrassing finish, but it thankfully wasn't, and we do walk away with a victory. Our next opponent has Balassi, Remy, Mahrez, Pereira, who I absolutely hate playing against. Also Ericsson, Fellaini, 2 other people I don't like playing against. Rose, Mustafi, Reed and Valencia. Very, very mix and match defence for BPL and Begovic in net. Our opponent breaks on forward with Balassi. Ericsson picks up the ball straight through to Remy. Remy makes it 1-0 in the 9th minute of the game. Frustrating goal to give up, but thankfully it got that little bit better, guys, in the future as we started passing the ball around. We started creating the gaps. George Best coming on. And one more thing in this episode, guys, is the return of Benzema. I'm not switching formation this week. I'm going to be literally staying with Benzema until I feel the need to bring someone else on. And thankfully, George Best here with a goal and an assist. He's set up Ronaldo to make it 2-1 in the 27th. It's a fun team. It does the business. And later on in the video, guys, you'll see how good Benzema does for me. Breaking through here with Pogba, lined up the driven shot. Wiped out by Mustafi, of all people. Gives away a penalty, gets a straight red card just before half-time, and the resulting penalty is scored by Ruud Gullit, and we are 3-1 in the lead, looking very comfortable, and our opponent down to 10 men. Just after the half, basically instantly after the half, guys, a nice 1-2 between Ronaldo and Pogba. Pogba gets the goal he deserved from earlier on, and does make it 4-1. From that, our opponent did decide to rage quit the game and disappear early. Have I any complaints? No, not really. I'm happy with people leaving, especially as I've still got 30 games to play after this, which is frustrating. And currently it is at 5 to 7 on the Saturday evening, and I have a long way to go with it, and it's going to be a fun yet stressful run on FUT Champions. Our opponent here, guys, had a very mix and match Bundesliga team. Not really any expensive players. Bale linking up with Benzema. Benzema make it 1-0 in the 17th minute. One of the reasons I'm choosing to stay with the formation as well, guys, is because I did alright with it on PlayStation. 30 wins out of 40 with the team I had. Wasn't that bad. Some of the players I come against were really good, so I can't blame anything down to the team. And I wanted to try it out because some of our higher victories on FUT Champions, you guys will have seen in the videos, have come from the 4-3-2-1 formation. Have they come from the 4-1-2-1-2? Not really. Our record's actually gone down, so it's nice to get the angle play here and pass it around. I know the routes. It's very simple. It's a formation I played with a few years now, and that's why I've gone back to it. Our opponent, yet again, rage quits in this match. 4-1 victory within the 45 minutes, and pushing on to our next game, which is up against Benzema, Morata, Rodriguez, Modric, Kroos, Isco, Marcelo, Varane, Pepe, Carvajal and Oblak. A very, very nice looking La Liga team with the superstars missing. Obviously Ronaldo and Bale are missing, Suarez is missing, Messi and Neymar as well, and we get an early lead, guys, as Ronaldo gets the finesse shot into the bottom corner in the 20th minute of the game. That was a brilliant start and something I did not expect either, because my opponent was knocking on the door, but he was prone to making errors. He made an error here, keeper saved by Oblak, ball bounces to Ronaldo, Ronaldo heads it in, goes straight to Benzema and deflects off Pepe into the back of the net to make it 2-0 in the 33rd minute of the game. The next clip, guys, comes on the 47th as Aubameyang's on the pitch at this time, so is George Best, and I think even... I can't remember who the other player I brought on is. Maybe I never. Best goes for the shot, but he bounced to Vieira. Vieira makes it 3-0 in the 48th minute, and looking like it was going to be a comfortable victory there because our opponent wasn't doing anything. Gives away a free kick on the edge of the area. Hullet steps up, brilliant free kick, sunk 4-0. So the games were actually winning. We're winning by a considerable amount of goals. We're scoring a lot of goals there, still conceding goals, but the defence is on point. This is the best defence on FIFA, in my opinion. Obviously, my defending style isn't the best. It never has been. Always prone to opening goals, as I'm like a guess merchant. I like to guess basically where my opponent's going, and obviously if I don't guess the right way, that's a massive gap and my opponent's going to slip it on in. 5-1 victory against Stu Del Grifo, and then it puts us up against our next opponent, which has the player of the month, Hazard, player of the month Sterling, second in form Benteke, in form Kante, one to watch by, but obviously that is a card which isn't boosted anyway, and Hullet in the 9th minute slips the ball through to Ronaldo. Ronaldo makes it 1-0, 9 minutes into the game. Now, obviously one thing which will change now with the team, guys, is the lack of goals that Bale and Ronaldo will score. Even though they've still got the chance to score absolute bangers, absolute screaming finesse shot there from Ronaldo. He makes it 2-0, and the 20th minute from a corner, guys, whipped into the back post, Bale with the head, and 3-0. So even though I'm saying they're not going to score as many as they did, they probably won in some tight games. But I like my wing play. One of the things I do pride myself on is the wing play, because not for crossing it in, because you guys know that I rarely cross it in, but it's mainly down to the cutting inside, squaring the ball off and linking the other players into it, and that's one of the reasons why I've gone back to my old school. Obviously everyone's better with different formations. I'm saving a substitute as well, and you can see we're doing alright. So our next opponent, guys, and coming down to the final couple of opponents now, up against the second inform Icardi, the inform Perotti, and the inform Salah, Nangolan, Dybala, Marquisio, Sandro, Chiellini, Manolas, Florenzi, and Buffon in net. No boosted cards in the midfield and defence, and it took us until basically pretty early on. Benzema scoring a screamer there to send us 1-0 up in the game, but my opponent was very, very dangerous on the attack. Salah is a dangerous player, and linked with Dybala, them two can be very annoying. Ball bounces to Hullet to Ronaldo inside the area, does get the skill off, squares it through to Pogba. Don't know what happened, guys, but somehow Benzema tackles the ball into the back of the net. 2-0, and that must have frustrated my opponent. It then opened up loads of gaps, as you can see, with his defence running around. Benzema through to Pogba, and Pogba finishes the game off there to make it 3-0 and seal the victory. Directly from this, another rage quit. It's like rage quit central today, guys, and I'm not going to complain because it's speeding up the game process of getting through the 40 games of FUT Champions. Next opponent against Ice X Wars, Daniel Sturridge, Vardy, Sterling in the centre forward, cam position, and Dembele, Kante, Matic, Shaw, Bailey, Smalling, and I missed the right back. But you can see early on, guys, ball through to Benza off the post, but he gets a nice header jumping over Bailly, I think, and making it 1-0 in the 24th minute of the game. One thing I do need to point out, guys, I know that I'm saying Bailly's name wrong, and I tried to correct it, but a few more mistakes now I've sussed it. Same with Suzo as well, so we'll sort that out in the coming days to weeks. Hullet steps up for a penalty. Another chip penalty, guys, directly down the middle, makes it 3-0, and a nice clean victory for our 9th game of FUT Champions. So currently I think we're 8-1, with this game being finished with a screamer from Ronaldo there, and pushing on to the final game, guys, which is the 10th, and you can see 4-0 victory, dominant game. Let's go and continue pushing it through into FUT Champions. So the final game today, guys, up against Lewandowski, second in form Salah, Costa, Modric, Nainggolan, Sanchez, who I don't think's on full chemistry, and Marcelo Varane in form, Manolas, Florenzi, and Navas in net. Don't really see Navas in Weekend League, and this game, guys, took a bad turn at the start of the game. Some defensive mistakes by myself, nothing to do with the game. Lets my opponent in to make it 1-0 in the 9th minute. It was a quick fire as well, because directly after that he breaks on through. Only 5 minutes later, Salah with the ball, somehow with Vieira, bounced into the back of the net. Bad defending, passed it out, passed it in, straight to Nainggolan, Nainggolan to Sanchez, driven shot, bottom corner, 2-0. When you conceded 2 goals so fast, guys, it knocks your confidence, and then you spent the rest of the game chasing the game and making risky balls. Thankfully, we got very, very lucky with this one, and having a beast of a player, which is Vieira. He breaks on in, squares it through to Hullet. Hullet dribbles inside and squares it to Benzema, who does take a flick off Manolas and actually scores an own goal. Couldn't do anything else rest of the game, guys. Very tight, close game. Frustrating, as we are finishing on 8-2. Obviously, I'm aiming for a nice clean sweep between 10 and 20. But as you guys, if you do watch the FUT Journey series as well, you'll know that the 10 to 20 game are usually the worst. Now, what I'm going to do is I've not played the games yet. I'm going to go for a shower, going to chill out for a little bit, and then I'm going to go back into the 10 games, and hopefully that can give me a little bit of luck. So I'm going to play 10 more today, 20 tomorrow, and then that should be the end of FUT Champions, and hopefully we can get all 40 of the games in. So if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, rate, and subscribe to me if you are not subscribed already, and let me know how you guys are getting on with the EA servers disconnections, how you're getting on with FUT Champs. Are you enjoying it? Are you doing better than or worse than previous? And hopefully you're doing alright and are meeting your expectations. Myself, the Weekend League feels absolutely fine, and hopefully that's the same for you guys as well. So leave a like, rate, and guys, subscribe if you're not. Go and check out all the other videos from earlier on today. There's been 2 more, and we'll back another day, another video for you guys to enjoy.